Me test Maxwell then. I don't
Keep it pyro.
We cleaned that little bit up, you know. It's Pyro Radio, and we played some UK classics right there from our artist who has been around for decades, and more importantly, has been generations relevant, and also at the very front of pioneering sounds for decades right now.
Definitely. Pyro's been about for a minute as well.
We don't lie about this stuff. True Grime OG, pioneer in the building, Maxwell Ranger, Maxwell D. Welcome, brother.
Yes, Jay Fresh, man.
Yes.
I just want to big you up, and you've always been supporting me throughout my career. You know, from Bournemouth days to like it's been a journey. It's been a journey for us even, and for you to be in London and the whole circumference, and then here we are again. You know, we're always doing stuff together anyway. You know what I mean? Clubs, radio, tunes, the whole thing. So I was like, you know what? When my friend comes into radio, like I've got to grab his attention. So I started off with a very old record by Ramsey and Fenn. Oh wow, you got my attention.
And you put your head around the corner. Is that me? Is that me?
I was like, is that me? Because it sounded like it. But you know what? I added that to my PA set this year actually.
No way.
Yeah, and people were like jumping up and down. I'm like, oh yeah, you don't remember? Ramsey and Fenn, man, come on, man. That was my first introduction to music in the industry itself. You know what I mean? Thanks to CKP, broke his ankle, and it was enabled me to do the 8-bar on that track.
Wow,
that was for CKP. And then he was in Napa and he broke his ankle. And Sarah from Extreme Talent said, look, I got opportunity for you to work with Ramsey and Fenn. And you know, Ramsey and Fenn were like gods to us. Them
they were
days.
running it.
So I flew down to where they were, and Ramsey and Fenn, like Fenn, he was just like, yo. And Ramsey, they were like, yeah, this guy's coming. And they brought me on, and that was my first time to, I know you're gonna play it, but it's my first time to introduce me to the music industry itself, like, photos, photo shoots, video.
Was that the first time you recorded a verse on a tune?
Ever.
Mad.
Yeah, ever.
And not a lot of people know that.
Nah, not
they
at
would
all.
naturally think records like Serious or No We or whatever.
I had a studio that Carl D and GT, he was on a chef on Gordon Ramsay show. He's from my area, they're from Leytonstone. You might see them with like Dirty Dogs a lot of the time. So basically they brought me in, they were like, right, I was fresh out of jail, they were like, listen, they heard me on radio, they're like, yo, come to the studio. I went to their studio, they brought me to this guy called Rod Hart, who was not the Relentless, Glenn Relentless, another Relentless. And we literally I was in there, I didn't know what I was doing, I was just like playing around, making beats and stuff. So I brought Wiley and Target there, and we made a couple tracks there. I think I've done a track called Lord of Mercy, oh Lord of Mercy, like one of my hooks that people knew. And then and I carried on doing that, and then between me and Carl, I remember G played the Rocky. We made Serious, but mainly me. But yeah, obviously.
Let's get it out there.
Yeah, let's get it out there. But give them a little percentage. But yeah, we made Serious, and then the rest was kind of history after that. Like I could tell you loads of things. But Spoonie was the first one to drop it on Radio 1, and he actually gave me the bomb. Because from
Serious.
Yeah. It was his first person to spin it on Radio 1. So I mean, Radio 1's Radio 1, right?
Exactly, man.
As in like the whole of the country at the same time. So that was my introduction to.
And what an introduction that was, because I remember
my solo introduction,
vividly. That solo track did loads. I remember it being on Twice As Nice compilations.
Yeah, we ate nice.
A standout record. You said it right there. You ate very nice.
Well, still 20 years later, but yeah.
But I'm still here playing on radio. PRS, my bro. Come on, man. Now, since we last connected properly, married man.
Yes, I am.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
How is married life treating you?
Married life is the best. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best.
That's sick to hear, bro.
I mean, you know what it is? It's that it's making that step when you know you have someone great in your life, and it's about appreciating and being focused in general, as a person. Hence why the album title is called Growing Pains. You know, and for me, I felt that a lot of, you know, my life, especially in relationships and that, like, you know, I was learning, I was growing. And obviously, when I bumped into my partner, I don't say bumped into because we know each other, we're from the same area and stuff like that. It was just a case of like
reconnected almost.
Yeah and no. We kind of, I quickly give you a rundown with my partner. It's not no big thing, but anyway, Napa, 2009, my partner come up to me and she was like, yo, you're Maxwell D. I'm like, yes. She was like, yep, I'm from your area, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, can we take a picture? I'm like, yeah, sure. She wasn't a fan. She was just more like, oh, I know who you are.
I
was like, I'm from your area.
Yeah,
and I was
I've seen you about.
Yeah, I've seen you about. So I was like, okay, my name's blah, blah, blah. my real name, not Maxwell. And she was like, alright. So we kind of connected on Facebook. I think we both was with other people, and that was it. She was just sitting on my Facebook, and she always now and again popped up and said, "Oh, I'm gonna send you those photos of us." She never ever did. Never ever sent them. Would you imagine? And then 2016, she was like, "Yo, are you in America?" Cause I was living in America. She's like, "Are you in America? Are you here?" And I was like, "Look, I'm back in the country," and the rest is history. like, 3 years later, we're married, live together, do loads of stuff, got loads of shit going on. So
do you know what, man? To see that and to hear it, I should say, but also to see it like in your face, like the joy, the excitement. No.
You've been around me, so you've been around me, so you can definitely understand and appreciate
seeing you like this.
Thank you.
It's dope to see because
thank you, man. I've been through some shit, as you know, So.
And sometimes with music, people don't like showing that side of themselves. No. But you've always been a very passionate person about everything within your life. So it's really, really dope to see, man. You have remained musically relevant.
I've been fighting with them, man.
And some,
I've been fighting with them.
And some massive changes.
Definitely.
The very first tunes you did.
Oh, cool.
Through the funky era.
And
then through to, doing the stuff that you're doing now as well. What has been the key to remaining relevant, but also hungry and motivated to put out music? Because you have been one of the hardest working UK.
Thank you.
No, no gas.
No, I just know it. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Like, for me, I do other stuff other than music. Like, I do workshops in schools. I do workshops in prisons. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Like, I'm a brother. I'm a uncle. Like, I realized that I am all of those things outside of what I do. But I see what makes me wake up in the morning, what makes me smile, what tickles me, what gives me the drive. It's music.
Yeah.
Like, it's in my DNA, brother. I live in a studio.
You can't switch it off.
I work in a school. Like, I have a studio in a school. Like, I'm a music teacher. Like, it's all my blood. So yeah, that's what it is. So the passion. People behind the scenes don't see the disappointments, the rejections, the you know what I mean? They only see when you pop up.
They see the wins and that's it.
That's it. They don't understand the L's. Like, I've taken so many L's, and I fight with loads of shit, but it is my wife would tell you, she's the most blunt person that knows me inside out, like, other than my family. Like, we go through a lot. And to stay humble and to stay, because most times I see stuff and I'm like, I want to kick off and just do what Will does sometimes.
I want to go on Twitter and start dropping diss records and doing a madness.
I want to go for it. I can go for it. Loads of people that have done me wrong.
So why don't you?
Because it's like, I'm grown, I'm ass, man. I'm just like, really? I ain't got the time to, like, don't get me wrong, if someone tried to attack me, then I'll assassinate their character, because it's music. I can handle myself. But it's have I got time to enter that energy? Like, when I've got things to do.
Is it the best use of your time and energy? Is it?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Grime's a competitive sport. Loads of stuff are competitive and it needs to be competitive. But I still think that let's understand our roles in life. Is my role to be to clash artists? Hell no. Like, no disrespect. If it made sense, we're both going to profit out of this financially. We're both. It's the battle of the titles. It's either you're number. I think I'm one. You think you're one.
Then we do it.
Yeah, and I mean, but no, I don't even want to talk about Stormzy and Wiley, because with that situation, I have different views on it and I have different reasons why. And so for me, I just popcorn. I'll sit and I'll just eat and I'll eat popcorn.
That Michael Jackson meme of him eating the popcorn.
It's just popcorn for me. Personally, they both shouldn't be doing it. I don't think Grime is a worldwide sound enough to be doing that. It helps the music. It's competitive. I just think that these lot have got more groundwork to do. Like, conquer the world first. Like, then have Grime music on a bigger platform, on a bigger stage first. Stormzy is Stormzy. He doesn't just do Grime. We all know this. So he reps UK culture. We got to stop dividing our culture, man.
Because I've got a question for you there. Let me jump in. Is that traditionally there's always been a large element of Grime fans who've really struggled with the idea that artists who were born from or for a long time were Grime start like getting involved in other creative musical areas.
So
there's still some people who hate that.
Yeah, but it's like saying Mavado's not allowed to jump on a hip hop track. It's like saying Jay-Z's not allowed to jump on a bashment track. It, like, you are from what you're from. But I get what they're trying to say. It's not saying what you're from, you cannot do other genres. It's still keeping the genre that you're from alive. Jay-Z never stopped putting out hip hop tracks. He never stopped putting out, like anything. If he had to take off Nas's head, he'd take off Nas's head. Like, it is what it is. So that's love to the culture. But you still see him featuring on all different sorts of stuff. So that's where they're coming from. But let's be honest, can Grime feed everybody?
We all know the answer.
That's like, and no, we're not meant to be doing it for money. We're meant to be doing it for the culture. But let's get real. Like, your light switch, your studio bill, and all of this stuff ain't gonna work if you're not making no money. So we're not 25 years ago when we'll go radio station and go back to our mum's houses and that. It's not that it's not that party no more. We got kids.
Time to change, man.
That's Grime. And honest question, does it really? Name me the number one Grime artist who just eats off Grime and lives. JME. Yeah? Now JME is Skepta's brother. Skepta is an international artist. His traffic, his energy, and Boy Better Know are very consistent. They've got their core fan base, so it works for them. But is JME a chart-topping artist? Yes, to some extent, of his latest release, his album. But has he been a top, on his jacks? No. It's Wiley, and he's the Godfather. There you go. So if the Godfather can't even chart with Grime, that tells you there's not enough eating space. So if there's not enough food on the plate to eat, other people are going to make other food to eat. And the culture will move. The culture always will evolve. And let's be real, the streets dictate what music is gone, what runs the street. So I say that drill is the new grime. But at the same time, we shouldn't disregard grime. We shouldn't disregard funky. We shouldn't disregard garage. We shouldn't disregard anything. It's just all different music that the UK is now generating, mixing and experimenting and promoting. So why can't we just embrace everything? Why is it you're old, you're new, you're old, you're young? Why? So divide. In any war, if we think of it as the big man at the top looking down at the big pitch, he's won. Corporate man's won. He's like, go look at all these idiots arguing with each other. Drill.
Could be a new one.
Could be a new one. Drill, grime. UK rap. It's one UK culture that we all do music, and there's loads of talented different people, whether it be a club scene, whether it be radio scene, whether it be online scene, whatever. Just music. How about we just all support each other?
Let's embrace it. And
then we can compete. We can compete when we all got the mills. But if Wiley and Stormzy want to compete, that's up to them. Let them get on with it. But when everyone's sitting back saying, yeah, this is grime culture. Yes, it is. In a breath, it is grime culture. But in another breath, I don't think grime's at that stage yet. That's my opinion. But anyway.
Well, that's why you're here, man. And that passion and love is exactly why we have you in the mic turned on, bro. That's why we have it, man. We're going to get into some brand new music from you right now. I know you've recently dropped 2 projects.
Yes, I did. I done Grime OG. And Grime OG, it was, I know I said album. It's to me, when you can listen to Grime Pains, that's more of an album format for me. Grime OG was over an EP, so I had to call it an album. So, but don't worry, if there's any Grime fans listening, I will give you a proper Grime album this summer, like where I make proper songs, but they're just like for freestyles and just bars and let everybody know if I want to jump in the ring, I can swing. That's it. That's what Grime OG is about.
And we got a couple of tracks here we're going to run through off both those projects. First, License to Kill.
Oh yeah, sure. That's Crunchy and Z Dot, but Crunchy on that one. Everyone knows Crunchy and Z Dot. So yeah, that was a. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, this song was done in 2015 and people sleep on it.
Mad.
But I play it now and I put it on Grime OG and I dropped a video and everyone's like, oh my God, that's sick, Max, that's sick. Where did you come with that?
That brand new flavour.
But I'm just like, you see what I'm saying? 7.6 billion people in this world. Not everyone hears your stuff, so you got to regurgitate.
Exactly.
Simple.
I'd love it if you give us a nice big intro here at Pyro, my G.
This one's called License to Kill. Maxwell on the bones again. I'm Crunchy on the buttons and J Fresh spin that.